Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your weekly advice readings for the week starting December 12th, 2016. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you for being here, and as always, please remember that these are general readings, so they're not going to apply to everybody watching or not in the same way. Be sure to watch your moon and rising sign readings as well, and that way you can get a bigger picture as to what may be coming up for you in the week. And make sure to check out the New Year special if you're interested, and the raffle currently running, and all the links that you need are in the description box below. Okay, so let's have a look at what is coming up for you, Aries, during the week of December 12th. And I have a bit of a cold, so I hope that you can hear me okay. My voice isn't that great. So your current situation or your main focus at this time is the Ace of Wands. With this, a lot of you are focused on starting new things, or a lot of you are focused on something you've recently started. With the Ace of Wands, this is something that you're really excited about. This is something that you're very passionate about. It could be a new job or a new love relationship with the Ace of Wands. It could be anything really, a creative project, even starting your own business. Okay, could be coming up with that card. The energy is something that you start that you're very passionate about, that you're very emotionally invested in, and also excited about, okay, with this energy of the Ace of Wands. And it is fire, so I do want to say that it's something you create, or something that is offered to you, that it's up to you to choose whether or not you want to take it, or it's up to you to decide what you want to do with that opportunity for a new beginning, whether it's a love relationship, whether it's a job, a business, to do with your creative endeavors, to do with your own projects, even your health and well-being, your general state of mind, and levels of energy. Could be talking about, you know, with this Ace of Wands, your main opportunity in the week is the Five of Swords. So with the Five of Swords is your main opportunity. You do have the opportunity to have some sort of victory this week, some sort of success. For some of you, this victory or success is something that not everyone will be supportive of. It could be with the Five of Swords that you're dealing with either jealous people or people who cannot support you because they've got their own issues, they've got their own agendas. The Five of Swords is usually a card that says you can be victorious, but is it worth it? Okay, and I feel like this has been going on for some time. And the Ace of Wands could also be arguments, heated conversations, heated discussions. And so with the Five of Swords, you do have the opportunity to be victorious with the situation, but you do have to stop to think, is it worth it? It could be a job-related situation as well, where if there has been gossip or anything like that, or people trying to hold you back or weigh you down. The Five of Swords says you will have the opportunity this week to out them, but you would have to stoop to that level to do that. And so the card is asking you, is that worth it? Because the Five of Swords can also be being victorious by just focusing on the work, focusing on the task at hand, focusing on the goal, the end result, kind of ignoring, if you will, or not paying too much attention to people surrounding the situation, is also a form of winning. It's actually more positive and constructive than, you know, stooping to the level of those people in order to reveal who they really are. Your challenge is the Knight of Wands. With the Knight of Wands as a challenge, you're being asked to try to temper yourself or hold yourself back just a second before you say something or before you make any decisions. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a challenge. Okay, that could be don't start any conflicts if you don't have to, and don't let your emotions get the best of you. Don't let people push your buttons, pretty much. With the Knight of Wands, this is impulsivity. Do not be impulsive this week. Try your best to think before you act, to think before you speak. You do have some good opportunities, absolutely, but I feel like you have to control your temper when it comes to these opportunities, because circumstances or people surrounding that opportunity may not be the best, but that does not mean you need to engage them. just be creative in how you approach that situation, but always focus on something that is positive, that is professional, that is, based in common sense and the right thing to do at the end of the day. And so with the Knight of Wands, this is, don't be impulsive. When something happens, just take 3 seconds before you say something and think about it in your head, spell it out in your head, see what it sounds like, if we can say that, and then decide if you want to say that or maybe rethink it. Take 3 seconds before react and think, is it worth it? Okay, I feel like that's the question for you this week. Is this worth it? And as opposed to just running away with yourself and letting your temper get the best of you because people are pushing your buttons. Is coming up with the Knight of Wands. This also says, don't run away from things, or don't allow other people to chase you away from a good opportunity with this card. At the same time, do not respond with conflict. There's a diplomatic way to handle things this week. Your advice is the Page of Pentacles. So with the Page of Pentacles, this is advice. This is grounded energy. All right, so what we were talking about in terms of just taking that 3 seconds to think before you act, to think before you speak. Be grounded, be practical. This also says, don't cut corners, don't take any shortcuts, don't rush through things. With the Knight of Wands energy as your challenge, don't rush through things. The Page of Pentacles is asking you to do what you're guided to do. Take it one step at a time. Okay, don't let people pressure you into doing something or bullying you into doing something. Take your time with the Page of Pentacles. Take your time to do things right. Take your time and do some research. Take your time to consider all the options. Take your time to consider the possibilities of what you're starting with the Page of Pentacles. Come up with a plan and then just stick to the plan, okay, regardless of what's going on around that situation. And in the outcome position, we do have the Seven of Cups. So with the Seven of Cups, this is pretty much telling you be careful what you wish for, because you may get it this week and it may not be what you thought it would be. The Seven of Cups is also a card that says don't let other people deceive you into doing something impulsively. This is also, it's about decisions and choices. You have a choice this week. You always have a choice, but you have a choice in engaging or focusing on peaceful resolution. You have a choice between just joining the fight or being the diplomat, the grounded one, the one with their head on their shoulders, who's taking their time to do things and properly considering the options before making a decision. Be mindful of impulse shopping this week, or stress eating or drinking. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of energy surrounding you at this time, and that's why it's important for you to ground yourself, to think things through. Okay, so that's the message that we have for this week. I hope that it makes sense and I hope that it helps. It should be a good week. Okay, you should be able to make the right choices, the right decisions, if you ground yourself, if you don't let people push your buttons, if you don't engage people for not really worth it, or engage in situations and circumstances that are not worth your time. Okay, so just focus on the task, focus on the goal at hand, ground yourself, make right choices, right decisions from this grounded, logical, thinking ahead kind of place, and it should be a really good week. Okay, so I hope the message helps. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.